Welcome back to another episode of Key Factors Podcast. I'm your host, Mark Jones, and we are powered by ReviewMyMortgage.com, the largest index of mortgage programs in the nation. And before I introduce my guest, I wanted to just let everybody know that we are officially live. Review My Mortgage, the largest index of mortgage programs in the nation. If you are looking to become a pro lender, please get with us, or you can actually email info@reviewmymortgage.com. So now that we are prepped and ready, I'm going to introduce first Matt Stansbury. What up, dude?
What's going on, guys? How y'all doing today? Thank you for having me again.
Awesome. And then I've got Dylan Shivley, my favorite podcast guest of all time. Dylan, how you doing, dude?
I'm better now. That was a great introduction.
It's true. It's true.
Thanks,
Dylan's
man.
like, hey, I need a spot to do a podcast. I'm like, let's go. I don't even care. Short notice, let's go.
Yep.
Put it all back together, everybody.
Yeah.
So what's new, Dylan?
A lot, man.
There is a lot.
A lot. I don't know how much we're gonna say on here in regards to what's new there now that's live.
Everything can be, by all means. I've never really had a filter on this show, and I think people appreciate it because it's actually how we feel, what we're thinking about, what we know, our experience. Matter of fact, I've had people on here that we just go, you know what, you're full of it. Let's stop this. You know,
I like it, man. I gotta watch that one. You have that one up?
No, it didn't make it.
Oh, all right. So I gotta watch that after this.
Yeah. So what's going
on? Man, what isn't going on? So the main purpose of me wanting to get this together was because I've been seeing all the posts, and I'm sure you guys been seeing the posts where like everybody is talking about, oh, now you're going to get subsidized for having good credit and you're going to have to pay more.
Right.
And I read because I like being an actual researcher, not a half-assed researcher. Mm-hmm. So I'm like, hey, before I ever say anything, let me make sure I know what I'm talking about.
Right.
But I could only get so much on an article, right?
Well, let's before you do that, let's tell the folks from your own words who you are, what you do, and why this is so relevant to all of that.
Yeah. So my name's Dylan Shivley, and I own James Warren Group and Dispute Eagle. Both companies are veteran-owned. I was in the Army for 6 years, and our mission here is to help change the lives of everybody that we come across. So everybody has a different reason why they want to leverage credit. And I think a lot of it boils down to education piece, and that is the missing part of it all. Yeah. So I take the mission aspect to educate every person with listening ears that wants to change and do better.
I love that.
Nice.
Love that. And I think that's why you and I relate on so many levels, is the same premise and belief system that we were brought up through, which experience is number one in my corner. They align pretty well.
Yep.
Yeah.
And side note, because it's just one of those trigger words, right? So I listen to a lot of podcasts, or I listen to a lot of people who give classes and things like that. And this has been a consistent message through everything I've seen. I'm a huge fan of receipts, and I'm tired of the people that try to have a platform or do something or try to influence people that, you know, when you ask them a question, you could tell they lack the experience, and that they regurgitate shit
they give
from
you
somebody
a canned
else.
response. Absolutely.
Which is why even before I went